family? It's your girl, Ms. Mofilla, and we're back inside the maze with another dose of the critical breakdown. Listen, this is just beyond overdue. Like, overdue is not even the statement to use at this point, sis. Like,
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. I promise y'all should already know this face, this voice, this everything by now, because she's everywhere, okay?
Oh, man.
Welcome back, the one and only Brandie Blaze. Say hi, bro. I'm so happy to have you here. I know when we originally had scheduled this sit down, it was a moment in your life that you had to take a time out, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm so excited to have you back. Full force. Listen, she just dropped the album Broken Rainbows. You understand me? And she does not disappoint in true Brandie Blaze fashion. And we're gonna go over, I feel like it's my anthem at this point. So free, okay? It's the critical breakdown. Let's get straight to it.
I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling.
Now listen, like I just said to you right before we got started, we could talk about this all day because it's my favorite subject, okay? Empowering us juicy Black girls all day long. All day long. So you start off going, okay, the chorus, get straight to the point. I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling so free. So free. And then she repeats it one more time and then ends it with the, like, I could be anything. Now, let me just get into this chorus before we get into the lyrics, right? Now, before I do that, I feel like you already know this disclaimer, but I had to say it anyway. I am gonna quote your lyrics like a whole asshole, okay? It's okay with you, all right? So she goes in that chorus and it's simple, but it's powerful. You understand me? It's that call and response energy. Tell me the inspiration about just even that chorus portion.
I think the inspiration really came from the beat itself. So shout out to Peter Perfect who produced it. I think as soon as I heard it, I just felt like sunshine and like butterflies, and I was like, okay, we're not gonna do the usual, Brandie Blaze.
Because if you know Brandie, okay, you know Brandie.
Right, and I said, that's not calling for that, but I really just loved it so much. And that's just kind of what popped in my head. When I was hearing it. And then shout out, of course, to the beautiful Miranda Ray, who sang it so beautifully and just really just gave it that extra flourish and just fullness that it needed. So yeah, just.
So now you, first of all, shout out to Miranda Ray, the good sis. We've had her back in the day when I think we still had the yellow background when Miranda was on here. But what I love about you, Brandie, is you always reach out to the talent that's right in your network. And we have so much talent here in the city. And I love that you make sure to tap in when it comes to the features.
Absolutely. I think I kind of progressed slowly with the features. Like, my first album had none.
Brandie. It was just Brandie Blaze, baby.
I was like trying to be like in a J. Cole bag, like no features on the first one. And then the second I had, Red and and Mr. PSA did the interludes. This time when I thought about the album, I just kind of thought about the community that I'm a part of. And this was the first time really creating an album where I felt like I was a part of like a bigger movement than me. So this time around was like really the first time where I would get beats in and I hear the people on them.
Okay.
So I already know exactly who to ask for what, because I could just immediately like hear their voice on it, like with So Free. Like Miranda Ray was the only one that could sing that. She's the voice that I heard when I wrote it, and even like songs like Mute. Of course I heard like Red Shades.
Crazy
So
track.
I was just happy to like be able to work with so many incredible artists.
Oh, I have to give a shout out because this is Inside the Maze, because you brought out a debut performance from our team's own Taysha Vay, okay? So we gotta take a moment to highlight that. Shout out to Taysha Vay coming out her bag and finally getting on a track, okay? Thank you, Brandie.
Put her whole foot in it.
Put her whole foot in it, okay? But thank you also. That was the reason why I brought that up. You know how to tap into your community and see everybody's strengths and say, hey, let me showcase them on the platform that I've already built. So that's fire of you, 100%. Now we're here to get into the song, but I had to get into that real quick, okay? Now let's get into the verse. You said already, no, they hate a fat Black girl. We're just gonna She always hits us with the major punches first bar. You understand me? I want to stop there, but I feel like we got to get through a couple more lyrics, okay?
We're going to keep going.
So let me reiterate that because I feel it in my spirit. She said, already know they hate a fat black girl. I'm telling you, baby, that you are a pearl. Beauty within, they want to hide you from the world. I'm about to cry. Under the pressure, you will never curl. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I want to break down every single line, but we just got to go over that moment right there. Can we talk about it? I don't like, it's almost like an old story at this point, from the Lizzos to the Moniques, everybody that is in the public eye, that is a plus size black woman. Can we talk about that ridicule we have to deal with?
Absolutely. I think it's just, the layers of things that you have to deal with, because it's like it's being a woman, and then it's being black, and then it's being a fat black woman, and then if you're a dark-skinned fat black woman, and then add on being queer or trans or anything else like onto that, is just like so much weight, and it just feels so heavy. Yeah. And I definitely know what that heaviness kind of feels like. And I think the older that I've gotten, the more I just do not care. Like, I just don't.
Come on.
I can't care what someone else thinks about my body that I live in, that I love, and I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, on my own personal journey, of being healthy, but still being juicy. You know what I mean?
That's my favorite part, because people don't understand. I tell people, even when I was at my biggest weight, quote unquote, I was the healthiest, excuse my French, the healthiest big bitch you ever met. You understand me? Because I had no health issues or anything. I was just good and juicy. And people always equate plus size with health issues.
Right.
And can we talk about the importance of not putting labels just because you see something? I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
I think also it's just kind of the hard thing about it is you never know where someone is in their journey, in their body. Like, you could say something really nasty to someone and they could be in the midst of a weight loss journey. Like, maybe they just came from the gym and they get online and that's the first thing you say. And there's someone that's like working on themselves, or maybe weight loss isn't a goal. It's not a goal for everyone. It's just to be healthy. But maybe they're like in that journey of, I want to learn to love myself, and I just don't really understand kind of like, it's almost like this anger of like, you're not supposed to feel good. You're not supposed to love yourself the way that you are. And I just don't believe that. Whether you're happy at the size you are, you want to gain weight, lose weight, it doesn't matter. You have to love yourself at every single stage, because you're never going to find that happiness through like a number on the scale. It comes from loving yourself no matter what. And I'm saying I have lost, a little, I'm a little snatched.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting snatched. But ain't nothing wrong with that.
But it's, you love yourself no matter what. And
I want to tell you, as I'm still a plus size girl. I was bigger before. I will always identify, I don't care how small or big I get. I'm gonna always be a big girl in my spirit, okay? But I feel like I'm thankful for women like you, because we didn't have enough of that when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Because we fed into that self-hate that we were being shown from the outside world. So like, with the Lizzos and the Moniques, I named them specifically because they're the biggest trailblazers that we see in the mainstream when it comes to loving who you are as a big girl. They had their own little controversies, both in the midst of it. But Brandie Blaze, I put you right in that same area. You know what I mean? Like that understanding, when you love yourself, it doesn't matter what the outside world has to say. That speaks volumes. And I'm grateful you wrote this song that I got to get back into the lyrics of, because we got a show to do, okay? I can talk to this girl way too much.
Listen, we be sidebarring. This episode will be 4 hours long if you let us keep going.
Right, the sidebars keep crazy. But I love it because the song continues to uplift us, and let's get into the uplifting lyrics. She said, oh nope, I already did that part. She said, they tell you to hate on your body. If you don't lose weight, you'll never be anybody. This is so real. Feeling that weight, you might pick up a shoddy. But you better love yourself like it's your fucking hobby. Listen, she spoke it from my spirit. That's why I had to say it with such conviction. those dark moments when those words do get to you.
Absolutely.
Where people's, I don't even know how to, insecurities, because that's what they're doing, deflecting their own insecurities on other people, right? But when we believe it, talk about that moment and how it's hard to pull yourself up out of there, because I think the people need to understand that.
I think all of us, I'm still a work in progress myself. You know, I still, you know, come across people that are very nasty to me on social media. And sometimes I'll be like, dang, like, why'd you have to say it like that? Because like
my feelings might be baby hurt a little bit.
Right. Like you forced it. Like you didn't have to do all that. Like you don't even know me. I didn't do nothing to you, right? And sometimes it could be so hard to just like not absorb that and to not feel that way about yourself. And I think especially, you know, if you're someone I was bullied as a kid and you go through that like during your formative times, it's really has a deep effect on you as a person. So then to then become an adult and then, you know, pursue this career, which opens me up to scrutiny that I already experienced and already been through. It's very hard on me sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that I try to do is just focus on the love. And the love for me outweighs the hate that I get by like 100 to 1. It's not even close. It's not even close. So I really just try to make sure I focus on the people that really like ride for me, like you, like y'all.
I'm sorry, I got your little tongue. I promise y'all, turmeric. I'm not sick.
It's a habit. Whenever I talk, it's a habit.
But I want you to know this. We're doing this on camera, so y'all don't be starting no rumors about me or nothing. So, my tongue is yellow because I had some turmeric tea. I promise y'all I'm not sick. I ain't got nothing, all right? Just to throw that out there.
It's like, ooh, what's
they gonna be like, ooh, Miss Mo Fella's tongue.
They go pause it.
Listen, they zoom in. Next thing you know, they talking about me. I'm on Boston culture. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. This is what I mean. This is the Brandie Blaze effect, okay? Because the conversation will go left immediately. But let's get back into these lyrics. It's your fault. It's 100% your fault. But no, I actually want to talk more about that section really quickly because it's that resilience where it's like the world's got their foot on your neck, or they would like for you to believe that. But when you look yourself in the mirror, because that's the first step, you got to be okay with you before you think anybody else is going to be okay with you, right?
Absolutely.
And that's a really dark place to be in, but I promise you can get out of it. Just start off by having some conversations with yourself in the mirror, and you'll get there eventually. It feels crazy, but I promise you it works. I speak from experience, okay?
No, it absolutely does. Sometimes you have to take that space and just really like kind of like be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
About how you feel about yourself and how you want to feel.
Come on.
And like start to figure out how to get to that place. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress.
We all are. We all are.
I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, yes, I love Brandie Blaze every day. You know what I mean? Like
that's just not realistic.
Shout
out to our director getting this together.
Right? Because you know the locks do what they want. Just like me. But yeah, sometimes
wait, let me fix you. I got you. We got them all.
All right. Yes, but you know, sometimes you're just like, today's not a great day.
Yeah. And that's
today's not, you know, some days I have like, this is not a good body day, where I'll be like, I'm wearing the same clothes I wear, but for some reason, like I was like, it does not look good today, but it looked good yesterday. Like,
yeah, it's real.
Like, you know, you just go through those things, and then I go through days where I'll be like, Brandie Blaze is the baddest walking. Like, what are you saying? But like, who are you talking to?
Can we talk about that? Is the art of loving yourself, is understanding it's okay to have those days where you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm not really feeling that. And that's okay, because you're not gonna feel yourself every day. But it's when you get stuck there or you beat yourself up for feeling like that. No, we have good days, we have bad days. Loving yourself is being okay in that balance.
Absolutely.
Bars, you understand me? I got bars sometimes too. I be having bars. But back to Brandie Blaze's bars. That was a tongue twister right there, my God.
That was good though.
That was a good one, I did it. She says, and I needed to hear this as a kid, so I'm gonna say this real loud and proud, okay? I'm here to tell you, you are beautiful, you are fine. They want to mimic you, black girl, like a mime, okay? But you stand tall and beautiful. You're a pine, okay? Tree, because you see how she played it. I see what you did there. She played on the bar. I hope you listen to me say fuck them beauty standards, you are now free. And I could just drop the mic on that note because there's no level of freedom for a woman than truly letting go of what society says and learning to love every single bit of yourself. Talk about that, Brandie.
Absolutely. I mean, there's more of us that don't fit the beauty standard than do. But there's so many beautiful people. Like, the math isn't mathing.
Make it make sense.
Right. And, you know, I could get on the whole soapbox and be like, you know, the corporations.
Right.
Hate us so that was buying our stuff and then we kick.
That's
I could
legit
do that, right?
stuff she's doing, though. I just want you to know that.
I do have an activist background. So, you know, if you do want to have that conversation, I could talk about it for also 4 hours if you would like. But the main point of it is you can let it go.
It's okay.
Because it's damaging. And that really goes for almost anything in life. Is that if it's damaging and it's hurtful, let it go.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to let it go. And like I said, once again, you know, I'm also still a work in progress. So I'm still learning to let things go that do not serve me.
That's real.
But I do think one thing that I have been better at letting go is what society thinks that I should be.
Come on.
And the type of artist that people think I should be, the type of woman that people think that I should be. I don't subscribe to any of that. Like, I know that I'm a lot of things. Like, I'm just as masculine as I am feminine.
Come on.
You know, I'm just as sweet and nice as I am. Brandie Blaze, don't like that. You know what I mean?
That
so
one.
like, I'm all those things. So why would I ever try to contain that into what people think I should be? It doesn't make any sense to me. That's not what I am. I am who I was born to be. And I think one thing that I have that I know is like a privilege and was a real blessing is having someone like my mom.
I was about to say, shout out to
my
Mama
family.
Blaze, because yes.
Like, my family has always just been really incredible. There's one thing, especially being like a tall, fat girl. I was really like the only one in the family. Like, everyone else was like smaller, petite, except for my aunt that is like my literal twin. But they never made me feel like an outsider in my family.
Come on.
I was always loved, loved on, told that I was beautiful, encouraged to do any and everything.
Yes.
And I think that that helped kind of counterbalance all those negative messages I got at school, or just like watching TV, or, you know, just consuming media, all those things that, you know, bombard young girls and make us feel really bad about our bodies. Like, even, you know, girls that have quote unquote, you know, slim, perfect, like what people think, still get those same messages and still feel horrible. And it's like, why?
It's crazy.
We're all so beautiful in like different ways. We don't all have to be beautiful in the same way.
Your individuality is what makes you beautiful at the end of the day.
And I was like, society is not going to tell me I'm not fine when I have eyeballs. So we're not going to do that.
I can see it in the mirror. I know what y'all are looking at. Okay.
I can see it. Face card, don't decline.
Tell them. Okay, tell them. That's what I have to tell them and remind them. They never decline.
But I have to be my biggest cheerleader because who else? You know what I mean? And that's how we should always feel about ourselves. Like, don't be cocky. Don't do too much.
Be cocky.
But, you know,
look, I'm on my Kanye. Be cocky. Do all that.
You know, we're going to have a good measure. Listen, don't do too much and then you start getting issues and then be like, Brandie Blaze and Miss Mo
They're
said,
gonna blame us.
no.
Right.
We didn't say that.
We didn't say
what
that
I
part.
said was like, put on Brandie Blaze like in a car before you go in your meetings to get hyped up.
Get amped.
And then, but don't like go in there and like, do you
Don't
know
knock
what to
stuff
do when you
over.
fuck with a boss like me and like flip a table? I didn't say that. So like, you know, just like let it marinate through you a little bit.
Come out gracefully.
Don't do too much.
Right, come out gracefully. Got you. Bet. So listen, I want to get into these last bars and then I'm gonna send you on your way, Brandie, because I know you got a lot going on, right? I feel like this could be almost anthemized. This song, number one, it applies even if you're not a fat black girl, just anybody. Doesn't have to even be a girl that's not feeling like their best selves. You don't have that Mama Blaze in your corner, helping you to feel good. Listen to this song, because I promise you, It'll light that like rebellious fire inside of you. So she says, scream it out. Fuck the misogynoir. Ooh, it's the play on words for me, okay? Crown on your head that the masses can't ignore. You see that play on words there? Yeah, she said, head held high every time you walk out the door. They want to see you beat and broken down on the floor, but you deserve all the love and even more. Say it with me. I will not take it anymore. Period. Okay. Listen, I think that's the perfect bars to leave it on, because it's like, we know what society says, we know the narrative, we know the story, but we also know better now, right?
Absolutely.
So when you know better, you gotta do better, okay?
Absolutely.
And practice that self-love, truly practice it, even when it ain't pretty and when it don't feel good. Understand that's part of loving yourself as well.
Absolutely. And like, who's gonna love you
Better than
you? In every way. Think about that.
Ooh, and how can you teach others to love you if you don't know how to love yourself first?
In all ways.
All the ways. I don't know why I immediately went to the nasty side.
But that's where I was leading you, Mo.
I felt that
and
spirit.
they went. And you was just like,
I felt the spirit. I'm gonna just throw it out.
Gave them the whole,
I'm gonna just
I'm
throw
like
it
trying
out.
to like
No.
lead you there. Like,
I just pulled them in immediately. Come on in.
well, you know, it's not. Is it a Brandie Blaze episode? If
when-
it doesn't get at least a little sexy,
Thank you. Because if she ain't shooting you up, she's definitely gonna sex you down. These are bars. You understand me?
okay, maybe both. If
At
you
the
into
same
it.
time. I know that's right. Listen, I could do this with Brandie literally all night long, but we have to end this somehow. So let everybody know. I feel like the folks know you, honey. They know you. You've been doing a great job. First of all, let me give you your flowers while we're on camera. Congratulations to booking Boston Calling. That's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. We got Broken Rainbows out now. Make sure you download that thing, because we've been waiting for her to come back, and she's here. You understand me? And let everybody know where they can find you on social media and all that good stuff.
You can find me on all social media at Brandie Blaze, BRANDIE,
Okay.
BLAZE, and on all streaming services. And if you like my lipstick, that's my lipstick. So you go to firebybrandymakeup.com.
I'm definitely gonna need one. Thank you, because that red is redding. You understand me? I need that. And while you're at it, make sure you follow me, Ms. Mo Filla, on everything. I promise you, if you Google it, all my stuff gonna pop up, okay? And make sure you follow Inside the Maze as well on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and then hit that little notification bell that's dancing down at the bottom of the screen right now, so you can keep track every time we drop something, man. It's the Critical Breakdown. Brandie Blaze! Finally! Miss Mo Filla, man, peace out.
I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling so free, so free. Like I could be anything. I just be feeling so free, so free. I just be feeling so free, so